Scouts and have a nice ride, this Scouts and don't worry, I'll catch up. We're Scouts and they're just going about me. We're Scouts wait, they're just going about me in the just like the Scouts and they're just going about me. This Scouts wait, they're just going about me. We're Scouts. Yikes, this Scouts. Actually, I do want to ride along with them. We're Scouts. Folks, can you rewind the video? We're Scouts. Stop, the Scouts. Yeah, right there. The Scouts. And no worries. I always want to ride along. And just like the Scouts. And no worries, I always want to ride along. And then the Bubble Guppies and Mr. Cooper says, wow, we're Scouts. Wow, 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 we're Scouts. These things are always be so hard to steer. We're Scouts. Bandmates, can you pause the video? We're Scouts. And that's what I ride with the Bubble Guppies, this Scouts. Do you understand that, this Scouts? No. Don't unpause the video. This Scouts. Too late. And just like the Scouts. No. Don't unpause the video. Too late. Where the Bubble Guppy says, oh boy, that was fun. The Gil said, hey, what's that up ahead? Then the door opens, and then that looks like the outside. Then Naughty said, excuse me? I think we should hold on again. And then Mr. Grouper said, hang on. We're Scouts. Wait, what? We're Scouts. Uh-oh, I think it's time to hold on again. We're Scouts. Okay, Scout, time to hold on. We're Scouts, and the Scouts. I have no idea this thing we saw up high. We're Gil's. If you get dizzy, Scout, just close your eyes. We're Scouts. Okay, Gil, I promise I'll close my eyes. We're Scouts. I'll close my eyes just in case. We're Scouts. Okay, Scout, on the count for you. Let go. 3, 2, 1. Let go! Oof! We're Scouts. Oh, fiddlesticks. Where Molly says, where are we? Then Naughty says, I think we're inside the Sphinx's head. And then inside, the Gil says, hey, look! And then Gil says, I cannot believe it. You guys, check it out. And then the Bubble Guppy said, wow, it's amazing. We found his nose. And then Mr. Grouper said, wow. And then Molly said, Gilly, you did find the secret of the Sphinx. Do you know what this means? We found his nose. Then we were riding in his nose. And then Gil said, hieroglyphics are terrific. Then, and so is the nose. And then the Sphinx says, thank you. Then he blinked. The Scout said, I cannot believe they found the secret of the Sphinx. We're Scouts. Even though I couldn't find his nose, the Scouts. But no, I decided to move his nose. We're Scouts. Well, I shouldn't listen to Fuchsia Blush and Lava Lace. We're Scouts. And I shouldn't listen to Photo Finish, Violet, and Pixel. We're Scouts. But why am I watching this? That's boring. I'm not in it. We're Scouts. But after I watch this, we're Scouts. Wait, be quiet, folks. Here comes my part. We're Scouts. Ugh, I forgot that part. I didn't win. We're Scouts. It's not right. The Bubble Guppies can't be the fastest than me. We're Scouts. Everybody knows I'm the fastest guppy in town. I mean cat! The best cat in town. We're Scouts. Well, I don't care. We're Scouts. I was supposed to find us nose. We're Scouts. Me. The Scouts. Uh-oh. The Scouts. Wah! The Scouts. Oh! The Scouts. Oh! The Scouts. Oh! Help! And the Scouts. Oh! Stand back! The Scouts. Oh! Get out of my way! We're Scouts. Oh! Woof! Well, Molly says, wait, we're Scout. We're Scouts. I'm over here, Molly. We're Scouts. Sorry, I just had to circle my way back. We're Gil's Scout. You gotta come and see this. We're Scouts. Really? This Scouts? Wow, we're Scouts. It's amazing. We're Scouts. I need to get a picture to show to my bandmates. Where Molly says, Scout, you did help Gil. We're Scouts. I did? Where Molly says, yeah, the Scout says, oh, I did. Where Molly says, Scout, you were a nice cat in the world. Where Scout says, aw, don't thank me, Molly. Where Scout says, I am a true cat. Where Gil says, you are a nice cat for me, Scout. The Scout says, aw, you guys, don't thank me. Where Scout says, hey, since we're all together, how about we snap a picture? Where Scout says, okay, guys, gather around me. Where Scout says, okay, guppies, say Egyptastic. They say Egyptastic. The Scout says, wow, that looks amazing. Where Scout says, hold on, let me get some pictures. Where Scout says, wow, those pictures are amazing. Where Scout says, I can't wait to show that to my bandmates. Where Scout says, Fuchsia, louder. Then Fuchsia says, Scout, we're so happy to see you. Where Louder says, tell us, how was your day? Where Scout says, it was awesome. Where Fuchsia says, what did you do on your day? Where Scout says, I helped the Bubble Guppies find the secret of the Sphinx. Where Louder says, wow, Scout, that was amazing. Where Scout says, yeah, and they know I am a nice cat in town. Where Fuchsia says, yeah, Scout, you are a nice cat in town. Where Scout says, hey, wanna see my photos? Where Lavender says, wow, Scout, your photos are awesome. Where Fuchsia says, they're amazing. Where Scout says, come on, group hugs. Where Scout says, I am a true cat. Where Scout says, a true love cat. Then Fuchsia Lavender says, you are a true love cat, Scout.